Tower. What is happening here? Scary. Let me guess, that doesn't work with that color type. Nope. Crystal only works with the specific bluish offshoot that you get from splitting this beam. Which, I think that's purple and green again, and this is blue. Yeah, originally I was like, it's so bright, it might be white, but now it looks like it is blue turning into purple and green. That's why I was so uncertain about that color. People are like, what's this whitish thing? It must be white. I'm like being all smart-assy about my comments. I'm like, no, it is clearly blue. It was really just hard to make out its color because it was so bright. It was not the color white. Where are we looking here? Ah. The temple's gate would open only for the light bearer, in order for them to complete the last stage of their journey. And click. That's the last one for you too. Looks like it. Okay. What kind of nightmare contraption do we have here? Green crystal, purple crystal, blue crystal. Great. That's not a nightmare. That's the whole level? Okay, so we can fit the whole thing on one screen. That's nice. Yeah, that's all I gotta do is make that go over there without fucking any of this up. Like, that's possible. Let's go ahead and just delete all this crap that's just gonna distract me. You have to somehow reach that guy. And then split. And then the two things that split out need to go there and there. Now it looks dark blue instead of purple. It might be. I don't know. I find it unlikely that I don't split it immediately. Oh boy, that's not helpful. Yeah. I most likely split the beam immediately. And we figure out how to make those beams useful in a way that... Wait, maybe not. Huh. Yeah, we can't go over there. That makes things rough. Okay. So I was thinking, because the way this game often goes is that you split the beam, make it touch the two individual components, then recombine them at the destination that was the original beam color, because oftentimes they don't let you... Oftentimes they actually are secretly having you rejoin them when the intuitive thing is to split it first, but it might be that you actually do just do this, then deflect it elsewhere. You light both of those too. It can be used to combine to light up both of both pairs, but only if it's a combined beam. So while it seems convenient that there are only two tiles away, which means they can be lit up by the aura of this thing, the only way to light up the other crystal is to split the beam. And if you're splitting the beam, then the other color is not going to be available. So like, if I rip the green out of this becomes blue, and it'll only light this thing up and not that thing. Unless I can somehow split the beam off, like split the green off, or actually the blue's the unfortunately the other problem also that the green goes forward and the blue comes out sideways. But what could potentially happen is I could try to set this up so it goes back into the color again. If I'm going to separate a color, have it escape, then rejoin the original crystal to make this thing, or the original color to make this thing light both these up, it would have to be green, because you can't get to blue and come back out. If it shoots into blue, it's leaving forever. So, if I can get green to shoot off through the green crystal and go back into the main crystal that the light blue is already hitting, then it would light both of these up. The problem is that green is the one that goes straight, which makes this kind of confusing and weird. And it's also a little hard to lighten these up. That it would actually hit both of them. Just to add to my list of problems, I guess. So I would need to put this like right here. Yay, it's in range. Totally nailed it. At which point you're not giving me a lot of help. Yeah, that's one way of recombining the two, but it's not going to help with the fact that blue's the actual thing we need help with. Ah. I do think we're kind of almost there, though. So, like, the best... Running with the previous assumption that this is how we're going to use this guy, and we're going to rejoin the beams. The best clue we get in the environment, I think, is that this laser is lined up with this green crystal. Which means if I join them like this, we can get somewhere. Question then becomes a matter of when do I split it? I guess I'd split it right here. Because that's where the crystal is that I'm trying to make the beam go into. At which point I then just need to make the green go back up into the top. And you win! There we go. Oh. It's one of those ones. I wonder what the point is of these levels. So some levels are multiple levels and some levels aren't multiple levels, but there seems to be no particular connection from one to the other as to when they come up and when they don't. It's just strangely meaningless to me, like, why wouldn't they just be a sequence of dots on the map? Like, I think every world has one or two levels that is secretly multiple levels, but I'm just like, why? I don't... it's not even a criticism, I'm just genuinely confused as to what the purpose is to make some levels secretly be multiple levels while other levels are not secretly multiple levels, and it's like... There's a weird distinction drawn where I don't think it's actually drawn. It's just kinda... just a weird inconsistency. Oh, what's going on there? Why is there a blue beam going out of both sides? It's not coming from out of here. What? It's only coming out of one side on this one. Oh, wait. Oh. So what's happening is that this thing is emitting two beams at once, and they're looping around in both directions. So what ends up happening, like I think I can block one of them here, kinda. What ends up happening is that, yeah, there we go. See this, here's the green and here's the non-greened version. So because it's deflecting into it in a circle from both sides, it's kicking out the blue on both sides at once. Oh, that's a mandatory tutorial moment, actually. Or, that's an implied tutorial moment. So I'm gonna need the green beam in order to solve the actual, the secret puzzle, the things that unlock the seal. But the main puzzle itself, despite giving me a green-blue splitter thing, it doesn't have a green crystal. So this trick they're doing right here, where you have the beam coming at it from both sides, and that creates the blue shooting out both sides, I'm gonna have to do that here. I'm gonna have to put that... I'll probably have to put it down here and make it the blue beam go back both ways, but they also might do a different trick. In fact, they probably will, because I don't know how I could actually set up that loop. But one way or another, the two outputs or something I'm gonna want to redirect to those two blue crystals. But in the meantime, I'm doing green and teal, which means that we're gonna undo this. So let's go ahead and unmake it so I can look at the actual design of this place. It's just a straight beam going straight through. They give you a lot of room up here, which is probably... for a reason, and I wonder what that is. Let's see here. So first we probably want to split it? Probably. One beam, blue, needs to go up to that. That's the wrong connector to use. Alright, so the light blue goes there. But then I need to make it so that a green goes up there. That was easy. That was incredibly easy, actually. Hey, 4 out of 6. Kinda thought that would take more. Fourth stone unlocked. Temple of the Order of Light. Okay, so we can get past that now. I'd figure that we'd try to split it both ways somehow and make it loop, but how am I gonna do that? Seems like it'd be hard to do... impossible to do? Wait, maybe... If I make you bounce back up... No, making it bounce back up doesn't work. How am I gonna do this one? Yeah, this is a weird one. So they taunt you with what looks a lot like a solution up there. Let's get these sort of sorted so I can not have them be in the way. They taunt you with what looks like a solution because you hit the blue... Ah! Didn't even mean to click on that, that was startling. They taunt you with the idea of like that blue beam going in both directions, which is clearly what you need to do somehow, or at least it looks like the perfect solution immediately for getting this thing is to make the blue beam go in both ways. But the problem is, it's really hard to make it go both ways when like the beam direction's coming this way. So like the only way to redirect it into a loop is to make it go back around this way. And if you're making it go in a circle, then the mirrors are going to be in the way. Like I can create a loop of mirrors going in a circle, but then the blue beams can't escape to these two directions because the two blue beams will be, if they were going this way, they'd hit the mirrors, which means that they wouldn't be able to reach their destination. But the other issue is that the green beam shoots in a straight line, the blue beam shoots out at an angle, which means that in order to make the blue beam shoot both these directions at once, I'd have to somehow be having the beam go at me from the top and bottom at once. Seemingly both from like horizontal directions like this. Which raises the additional problem of, like, how do I get the beam to come out the other side? We might be able to do it with something like this, or something. Okay. That was more doable than I thought it might be, except for the part where I, need to get that to be lit up somehow. Which seems like it's kind of a big deal. Can you shoot it right back diagonally? No. Not the right angle for that. But I think that's the right line of reasoning, actually. Yep. Bow tie. Alright. That wasn't so bad. Hope I didn't miss a collectible or something. No. Well, that wasn't easy. I'll probably remember the solution anyway. If I did have to go back for one. I think I got them all, though. Chinese? I didn't even see that one. I just clicked on it, like, magically. That's both of them. Didn't even see it. Oh my god, what are you doing, Dark Blue? Alright, so this is the end of the tower. That's the thingamajigger, the last thing. What's happening here? That's nothing. It's just shooting in that direction because the thing's set up already. Let's get rid of the chaos. Alright, we have another puzzle that screams simplicity. We have a diagonal and a non-diagonal and a splitter. Those are the three components. So same thing's happening again-ish. We just somehow hit that, then split it. Oof, that direction sucks. Yeah. Yeah. Not gonna make it easy for me. Okay, so somehow we need to split this off so that the green goes there and the blue goes there. Oh, that's incredibly unlikely. And if I deflect the beam with the diagonal ever, then it ends up just going in a really weird direction. I can go this way around, kind of. Ah. That almost works. Except for that part. That part's where it gets really weird. Okay, then if I go over here... Wow, that was actually a really easy one. Okay. Escape. Did I miss any collectibles? The path was built to surround the realms with a divine shield. The divine light could be activated when the source of shadows loomed, when all the divine vessels were full. The ray of light would destroy the darkness of impending doom. So I guess those are... It's supposed to be the 6 altars of glory, are the 6 levels that have the 3 parts to them, and then you end with this tower thing coming up. So I guess the real reason why there's weird arbitrary levels that are coupled together is because of the story, I guess? Which... Man... I'm just not... I don't absorb anything from it, but maybe it's doing something for you guys. Song of the Wind. Hey, we're outside again. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of crystals. Oh no! There's 3 dark blues and 2 greens. Lots of destinations. First guess I would do, because they give me one of these guys again, will be to think that I'm supposed to... I don't know why you can rotate these, but that's amusing. I'd put this equidistant between the 3 dark blues, and then try to light it up. That seems like the sane thing to do. Then we probably split the beam, send the dark blue there, and send the light blue somewhere else. I don't see this last crystal. There we go. It almost feels like they, like, read from the book of, like, The Witness and other games and was like, people like it when a puzzle game has a second layer of secrets in it, so we'll put a second layer of secrets in our game. And it didn't really matter, like, the reason necessarily. Or something. What? Oh, there's 2 of you guys. That's weird. That's weird. And then they will, like, link up with each other, apparently. That might be important somehow. So the takeaway of this seems to be that the crystals don't have a color, is the takeaway here, I think. They, just change to whatever color is being shot into them. So you might position them between each of the 2 sets, then try to figure out how to get each beam to go up there. Easier said than done. And you also gotta wonder why I have a splitter. Or is it a filter? No, it's not a filter. Oh, weird, it counts as a mirror. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Okay, so these splitters, if you use them on the opposite color, they get used as a mirror that, deflects things by 90 degrees. Weird. But usable, potentially. Okay, so if I want to make the green go up there, I probably want to figure out how to get down here. How would I do that? Can I do that? No, I want the green to go over here. So I'd want the green to go, like, straight through. There we go, I want the green to do that. This is the one where I want to make it go up here somehow, which is the weirder pattern. That comes close to working. That's about as far as it goes, though. So that's every mirror accounted for. That's me realizing that you can shoot the blue beam back through the filter because it'll pass through it in the other direction. So we probably have to use the blue and green filters to deflect one beam, but let the other beam pass through, causing a situation where the 2 both, like, efficiently work together, kind of. The top one is green, right? So if I make this one be green deflector, and then it, yeah. It leads to a situation where it doesn't affect the green beam. The green beam passes through, blue beam uses as a deflection point, which means that if I put the blue beam here, I can deflect this one up here. Crap, I don't want that though. That's not the one I want to deflect. That makes the green get deflected away. But I can't put this here because then it's useless. Well, but... Oh, wait. Wait. So last time I had a problem, I was going this way, and then I just reversed direction and it worked. What if I just reverse direction again? Shoot the blue beam down. Ah! Yes! That's a really good puzzle. That was a really good idea. That's cool. I just had to flip around my direction again twice. I need to think faster about my rule about obeying level design, because there's an obvious L shape at the bottom that I wasn't using when I had a moment of being stuck. And I should have immediately tried to use that. I'm like, oh, why isn't this working? Oh no! I felt too close to the proximity of being right that I just wanted to like I was ready for it to be over, I guess, because I thought I had won, and then I didn't. Where are you hiding the little chunks of story? Is it down there where I can't see it? Dude, they are way down there. Look at that. They hiding the last one, like, behind this wall? Is it on top of one of these structures? I don't see it. I'm gonna click everywhere down here. Nope. Don't think it's hiding there. Come on, I'm what, short one? Yeah, just one. Where is it? Like, where? Seriously, where? Oh. Jesus. That blends really hard with what it's leaning against. But the need to oppose the light has spread its darkness into many other realms. You little bastard. Okay. Oh, an orange mirror. We have an orange filter spot. Let's see. Ta-da! So that doesn't work because we have an orange filter. Actually, does it work at all? Is it even the right color? Yeah, it does say one more to go, so that is the right color. So I need to split it off. Then send the orange through here. Oh, the orange is the color that goes straight out. Wait, is there no deflection color? Okay, so for the purposes of this puzzle, it just counts as it just turns into a color changer as opposed to a color splitter. Not really 100% sure about which color combinations cause or don't cause that to happen. It probably makes sense on the color wheel or something, but it doesn't immediately click for me. That causes a bit of problem. What if I deflect the first beam, the right beam out instead, and make this one go back that way? Well, I can't shoot it that way because that whole path is covered, unfortunately. Am I out of mirrors already? No. What am I gonna do with you? So I can't split it here to make it shoot there and there. That'd be very convenient, because then I would just put the filter here and then go through as orange. Still can, technically. I can just make them connect. Like you do. That works so well. Is that... do I just do the same thing here, maybe? There might be a configuration that makes that kind of happen. Oh, that's gonna be the wrong angle. I need to shoot through the beam in this direction. Ooh, there we go. That's how you get to work. 5 out of 6. Boom. Oh, look at that down there. Alright, now dismantle everything, figure out new solution. The total component count, we have 2 diagonals, 1 non-diagonal, one of these guys that shoots lasers everywhere. Yay. Orange filter. Orange filter, splitter. 2 diagonals and a non-diagonal. I would guess that you go here, and I split you so that one goes... Somehow one goes in there and the other one escapes. Might need to split pretty early. Oh, you're gonna be an issue. Yeah, let's actually put this beam here. Like, this was a natural solution for the same reason it was before, but no, this is where it has to go. Oops. Because this consumes 2 beams right here. I'm thinking about how many beams, what forms of activations would be retrievable. None of them. You go this way, goes into space. This way, goes into space. That way is literally impossible to begin with. This is diagonal from here, so this way diagonal would take it to here, goes into space. Same thing for that. There's no... You can't approach this from any direction because this is the edge of the level. You can't approach either of these crystals from any direction that doesn't cause the laser to go into space and be lost forever. And that's not an acceptable answer. So I'm thinking we split the beam, and then one of the beam goes into this guy and gets that out of the way. The other beam has to somehow hit both of these, then come back and go orange. Which isn't so completely crazy, because yeah, if it goes through here at the right angle, it goes that way. And we're already like really close to a solution just like that. Like, the next step is to figure out how to make it go back. Next step is to figure out how to make it go back in this portal while it's orange. What I imagine is diagonal beam here shoots the beam this way. It becomes orange midway through, like that. And on its return trip, it then goes through, which makes it go straight into the orange beam. You win. I need to slightly change my setup of mirrors to do that. So the beam is likely going to go in like this. It's likely to keep going this direction because this is like the only available way to go. You can't come from this direction, which would make it go that way, in a reverse bow tie of the current shape, because that would go through the orange beam, the orange crystal, which would make it impossible to solve the puzzle because it would have a blue beam going through it. Unless we made it... No. I was gonna say unless we made it orange beforehand, then it would activate the crystal, and then we could just hit these guys, but then it would be... then it'd be orange, and we couldn't do anything with it anyway. Okay. Hit. Let's see. You're diagonal from here. That means that if I split you here, you hit both, which means I can use the right angle thing here instead, which means I can use you, which means I won? Yeah! Ta-da! These are getting easier. Huh. Why are they getting easier? I don't think the puzzles themselves are getting... I don't know. Maybe it's the number of mechanics involved. Maybe I'm just maybe it's finally clicking for me in the last level, or maybe the last world's actually easier. I don't know.